All right, good morning, my dear friends. Namaste. I hope you're able to hear me. Yes, wonderful. So I see Chandrakumar sir raising his hand. Any question? He's unmuting. Okay, I'm lowering the hand. In case you have a question, you can unmute and ask. All right, my dear friends, welcome to the another season of Breath by Breath. This is primarily learning the practice of breath mindfulness meditation or anapanasati meditation, step by step. I already saw a question. I hope this is the next step of anapanasati. I don't know what you mean by next step of anapanasati, but this is primarily targeted at beginners and people who have been struggling with their anapanasati practice. Because this is a step-by-step approach. So when I started anapanasati practice, I think almost 20 years ago, it took me a long time to get to that meditative states. And over the past few years, working with the people in the participants in different programs of Pyramid Valley, and a lot of research and a lot of reading books, all practicing different techniques. So we've arrived at this formula, this three-step, three-phase, three-stage approach to anapanasati meditation, breath mindfulness meditation. Okay, so that is what we've been teaching in this breath by breath program. Nevertheless, you can also follow through. There is no harm for people practicing any other meditation practices or even anapanasati to follow this. It might help in a lot of situations as well. Okay, and you will definitely feel the difference. So the voice is audible, right? I think there is a comment saying that voice is not audible. Yes, wonderful. Okay, I think we'll close this chat. All right, my dear friends. So this is another program from Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. So you see the pyramid in my background picture. That is one of the first meditation pyramids that were built. That was built way back. The construction started in 2002 or 2003, sorry. And then the pyramid was completely completed by 2008. And we've been conducting or hosting thousands of visitors every week. And so it's a 30-acre campus just outside of Bangalore city. It's on Kanakapura Road. For people who have not been to the place or who are in and around Bangalore, can definitely visit the place. It's open. It's free entry, open for meditation from morning 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And there is a schedule that runs inside the pyramid and a lot of classes and workshops that we do. The primary the goal of Pyramid Valley, like an international meditation, is promote meditation. There are a lot of places that promote yoga, physical yoga, but I think now is the age to also add meditation to our regular routines. All right. So I am the managing trustee of Pyramid Valley International currently, and then it is run by a nonprofit trust. And we do a lot of workshops, a lot of retreats, and I've been doing a lot of sessions, and we have a offline retreat also coming up end of August. For those of you having issues with audio, please log out and reconnect. There is an audio button. Maybe you're not turned that audio facility on. All right. So okay, so first, today, what I'm going to cover is we're going to go right from the basics. The basics of Anapanasati meditation is from the breath. So today we're going to focus on conscious breathing, a relaxed type of breathing. Right? I know a lot of you have already attended this earlier. It is not a harm to kind of go through the same steps. It's like a reinforcement of what we learned earlier. So let's go with that. Audio is slow. I can't do much. So it's going to be a refresh for people who already attended this course. And for people who attended the PSSM Anapanasati meditation, it's going to be different. You've got to bear with what we are doing. And for people who are beginning to meditate and who've been struggling with meditation, they tried either by themselves or with that. So it's a wonderful opportunity to learn meditation in a step-by-step manner. So before we begin, so I'm going to set a set of essential agreements. And if you follow those agreements, what is it that's going to come up, right? So before that, I want to learn from where are you attending this. So just type in the city and country. If you are in India, it's fine. Otherwise, city and country from where you are joining this program. Type in your chat window. Dombivli, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Fresno, California, Bangalore, Hospet, UAE, Ghaziabad, San Jose, New Delhi, Trivandrum, Thane. Okay, AP, that's very broad. Coimbatore. Wonderful. I see a lot of familiar names as well. Mumbai, Bengaluru, Kolkata, Indonesia, Nashik, Gurugram, Rajkot, Shivakasi, Telangana, Mumbai. Wonderful. So good. I think I'll also have to say good evening to our friends in USA when they join this program every day. So Kadapa, yeah, West Coast, Cupertino, Whitefield, London, okay, Connecticut, Bhilwara, wonderful. Srinagar, very good. Wonderful, sir, wonderful, madam. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I know when people are joining from all over the world at odd hours in their evening time and night times, there is a seriousness to this program that brings the seriousness to the program. All of us have to be also maintaining the discipline, starting the program at the right time and ending at the right time. So we will do that. So thank you very much. Let's close the chat window out. So with that, I'll just show a few slides before we get going. All right, so you're able to see the presentation. So as I said, this is a program called Breath by Breath. And the reason we're calling it as Breath by Breath, the idea is to kind of completely practice breath mindfulness, which is a shorter form. We've shortened it and mentioned it as breathfulness. So it's about mindfulness of breathing. What happens when we breathe? There are several things that happen. First, you're breathing. We will become more aware and conscious of our breathing. Then we become, as we breathe, there are a lot of things that happen in our body, right? So there are different sensations, there are different movements, there are different feelings and emotions that come up. So second thing is we become more aware of what is happening in our body. And then third thing, as we sit and continue to observe our breath, there's a lot of things happening in our mind. Mind is not necessarily in the brain, but I'm just pointing it out there. So a lot of thoughts, feelings, emotions, everything come up. So we observe them as well. So at the end of the program, there will be an increased, your awareness, your consciousness, your mindfulness would have increased a few steps or multiple steps, depending on how diligently you practice. So we'll follow the same pattern every day. So before that, before I begin, there are some essential agreements which we want to follow that I expect from you and both of us. Number one, please do log into the Zoom latest by 6 a.m. IST. So we don't want to be causing pain to our friends who are joining from different parts of the world, right? So let's begin at 6 a.m. and your commitment that I need is only till 7:15 in the first 75 minutes. The first 75 minutes, we will finish the core of meditation and instructions and any talk, right? And then we'll continue taking questions. So during the Q&A, you can feel free to join us, listen to the questions. Every Q&A and experience sharing is also a learning for us. So feel free to do that. But 75 minutes of commitment with full focus and zero distractions. Dear friends, this is just an 11-day program. It's not a 21-day program. It's not a 40-day program. It's not a 2-month program. All right, 11 days of full commitment in front of the screen with no focus. Make sure everything else is adhered to, someone is able to take care of. We're always grateful for our family members and others who are helping us do this program, participate in this program with full focus and zero distractions. And number 3, please keep your videos on at least the first 60 minutes. It's very, very important. If you are committed, it means you need to keep your videos on. We've been through the pandemic. We've seen how our kids attend classes, and we always want them to switch on their videos. The same thing is applicable to this class. This is a class. This is not a group meditation session. I am the teacher. So please keep your videos on, especially during meditation, because when I see some of you dropping your heads and all that, I can correct my guidance on meditation. It is not a recorded meditation that I'm going to play. So I'm going to change the instructions based on the feel, based on what I'm going to see you, right? Thank you very much. Please plan on doing that. And again, I keep saying, so when you go to a physical exercise, physical gym instructor, right? He sees and instructs. There is no screen in front of him for him to just give audio instructions. So similarly, this is a mind exercise. And we need to see your face. We need to see how we are sitting. So please switch on your audio videos. And for anybody, everyone, there are no exceptions. I'll see probably today because it's day 1. Some of you may not have got the arrangements done. But from tomorrow onwards, if you are not, or at least from the 3rd day onwards, if you're not switching off your video on, we'll make sure you can continue to. But there is an option in Zoom. I'm going to turn that on, which will not show you on the screen on that thing, or maybe bump you off. I don't know what that does. So please, thank you very much. I really appreciate the people switching the videos on. And then every day, we're going to give you some exercise and assignments, and we want you to practice a very simple assignment. I mean, today's exercise is going to be like conscious breathing. Feel your breathing, right? So, so there'll be some daily exercise and assignments. I will explain that during the session soon after the meditation or around 7 a.m. And please practice that. And then next day, when I ask you, did you do the exercise? Did you do your homework? And I'll probably ask you to share a few words of feedback on the chat window. Please do so. It not only helps you, it also helps a lot of other participants as well. It inspires them, motivates them, and also helps me to kind of course correct anything that you do. And lastly, use the chat facility only when requested or when really necessary. If completely the audio is not happening, I'm sure if the audio is not happening, there will be multiple this thing. So anything else, any urgent thing during the talk, during the meditation session, only. We don't want any good mornings, good evenings as well during the chat. Please focus on the meditation as you practice it. And then after that Q&A time, yes, please ask us the questions. Or if there anything that I missed, anything that you need clarification, post the meditation, you can ask. And then I'll keep asking you, do you have any questions? So that is the time you can come up and ask questions. So all right, friends, so essential agreements, log in latest by 6 a.m. Let's start on time. Participate with full focus and zero distractions every day for at least 50 to 75 minutes for the first 75 minutes. Keep your videos on for at least the first 60 minutes. It'll be wonderful if you can keep it fully on even during Q&A. So videos on, do the daily exercises and assignments. Again, these are not going to be physical exercises. There'll be some breathing exercises, yes, but more of it could be mindfulness and observing. So I would suggest, please keep a small notebook. Please keep a small journal or notebook so that every day put a day one, and then you can start writing your exercise and then observing during the day so that you can recollect that the following day. So please take a small notebook or a set of papers or a small diary. So every day note down what is happening. So journaling is another disciplined activity. Attending on time, full focus, and journaling. Even these three habits, if you practice for 11 days and 21 days, whatever, it makes a difference to your awareness. It makes a difference to our consciousness, right? And of course, the daily exercise and use the chat. Now, if you do all these things correctly, if you do all these things diligently, here is what I promise, right? So you will experience efficient breathing. Just follow what is being taught in the class, just follow the exercises, you will feel efficient breathing. We will talk a bit more about why breathing is important and what does incorrect breathing does to our bodies and minds. Number two, definitely enhanced awareness. You will be a lot more aware of your breath, a lot more aware of your body, a lot more aware of your mind compared to today and then the moment you leave on the last day of July 31st. And then the whole idea of meditation, the first step in meditation is to gain focus. And in this meditation, we're going to focus on our breath. So definitely today, when you start focusing on your breath, out of maybe the 15 minutes, you probably did not focus fully, or maybe there were a few seconds. But if you follow the class diligently with all the agreements, at the end of 11 days, you would be able to focus a lot more compared to today. And then reduction in mental chatter. As our focus improves, the mind chatter comes down. So all issues are because of the mental noise. We will talk more about the science behind what is there. And then lastly, moments of wow. You will feel sleep improving, your body changes, right? Your mind changes, and things start happening outside. As you increase your awareness, as you increase your consciousness, as you increase your concentration, as you increase your mindfulness, magic happens. Magic happens to you personally, magic happens to you elsewhere as well. And that increased level of awareness will allow you to do moments of now. So at the end of the 11 days, we all want to hear stories about this. Please feel free to share any time you feel positive things from this program. All right, so what is it that we'll cover in this program? So number one, the right way of breathing. Number two, how to meditate. I'm sure all of you have attended different classes. The core of the meditation is going to be the same, focus on your breath. But how do we do it? The step-by-step approach for you to learn and for you to teach others as well. And then why is all this important? We have what, 180, 160 people attending this, and we do a lot of meditation sessions. Why is meditation important? What is its impact on body? What is its impact on mind? What is its impact on self? How does it help lead our family life? How does it help go to work motivated to productive work? How does it help in our social and play life? So we're going to talk about that. Very little bit, is not a comprehensive course on the science of meditation, more about the practice. And then why is awareness and attention important? What is awareness and attention? Through meditation, the only thing that we're trying to do, we are not here to invite magic directly through meditation. The magic happens through increased awareness, through increased consciousness. That's what we're trying to do. Meditation is one tool. There are several other tools. So we are just focusing on the tool of meditation. And then that brings to a state of stillness. What is stillness? Why is stillness important? So the last two are pretty closely integrated. We'll we'll cover more about that. But the most important thing is your experience, your practice, to help you understand the experience and keep learning. If any of you have issues, difficulties during the 11 days, I'll also open up some times for you to converse individually or some extra classes for you to help you experience what I promise. All right, my dear friends. So with that, I'd want to begin today's session. I know today we're going to probably do a little bit of meditation given it's first class, right? So our respects and gratitude to Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji, so who is the founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement and Pyramid Valley International. And he was the person who spread Anapanasati meditation to millions of people, and special gratitude to the great Grandmaster Gautam Buddha, who discovered Anapanasati meditation. And most of the practices and most of the wisdom that I'm going to talk about is taken from several books, right? And the foremost is Anapanasati Sutta. Sutta is a Pali word for sutras. There are tons of translations available on the internet. You can search for Anapanasati Sutras. It talks about 16 sutras on how to meditate and how to focus on your breath. What should you do, right? And there are a lot of books that have been written explaining that. And most of the science and practices that we're going to follow in this breath by breath program is going to be coming from some of them. And there are a lot more books, but these are the primary books, right? So there is a book by James Nestor on breath. Breath by breath is an explanation of Anapanasati meditation in English. Wonderful book. Conscious breathing, more talks about the science of breathing and the healing power of the breath. I'm sure there are a lot of more, but these are the four that we're going to base it on. Okay, so today we're going to focus on the three aspects of breathing. I don't know whether I'm going to cover three aspects, but we'll focus on a couple of them. First, the right posture. All right. So what I'm going to show you a few pictures, and then I'll explain the right posture. So for some of you who have been doing Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement meditation, this is pretty straightforward. So the way you sit is clasp your hands, cross your feet. You can cross your feet the way this lady is sitting, or you can sit on a chair. If you're not able to sit cross-legged on the floor or on a cushion or a sofa, you can sit on a chair, clasp your hands like this, cross your feet at your ankles. So that is when you sit comfortably, you sit straight, no stiffness, no this thing, but the whole idea is you need to keep your back straight. So this is the ideal posture for meditation. I know Patriji and the Pyramid Movement have simplified it. This is not the necessary posture. I mean, it is not that if you're not able to sit straight, you can't do meditation. Patriji simplified that. But science shows that a straight body, your body is built to be straight. The curves and the bones in your body to support your posture. So if you're able to sit straight, not again shift, because your body is built to sit straight. If you're sitting in a different posture, it is going to cause stress. So when you are sitting with your back straight, you can sit for a long time. And I'll talk about science, which also shows that sitting straight allows your concentration and focus to be a lot better on your breathing. Because your body, there is a lot of energy that, let me just stop it. So it's because when you sit straight, the posture, your back muscles, your neck muscles are built to make sure your posture is straight, right? So the energy is spent. So the body, there is a set of consciousness and awareness that's allowing your body to be straight. So that itself increases your concentration. Whereas you are like this, then energy is not going to different places, right? And there is science behind it. So there is a book, wonderful book that's called Posture of Meditation, very small book. And it talks about the real, meaning and why posture is important. So it has to be flexible, it has to be straight, it has to be simple. Again, it shouldn't be causing any additional stress. So posture, so all of you know, this is the posture. Every time I talk about posture, let's come into meditation posture. You know what needs to be done. Clasp your hands, fold your legs, cross your feet at the ankle, close your eyes, and before that, remove your spectacles. All right. So when I say the code word, let's get into the posture for breathfulness. That's what we will do. All right, so now, before I get into the mechanics of breathing, for 3 minutes, I want all of us to be breathing normally. Just place your hand on your stomach, right? So place one of your hands on your stomach and just feel your breath. I want you to know where you're breathing from. Observe what are the movements you are feeling. Just sit straight. Feel what happens to your tummy as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Now place another hand on your chest. So as you breathe in, observe what happens to the chest, what happens to the abdomen. Is your chest going up as you breathe in, or is your chest going in as you breathe in? Is your abdomen going up as you breathe in, or is your abdomen going in as you breathe in? If you're not able to feel, you can breathe deeply as well. Continue for 1 more minute. Just observe your abdomen and chest as you breathe. All right, now relax. And I'd like to type in the chat window, as you breathe in, is your chest going in or out? Just the chest. As you breathe in, is your chest going in? Are you able to feel your movement or not? Is it going in or out? Chest is going up, chest is going out, in, out. Just the chest. I'll come to the abdomen in a minute. Chest going up and down. Okay. All right. So there are a lot of questions. Chest is going in and is also saying chest is going out. There's no movement. Okay. All right. So a lot of you have said chest is going out. Now, change the question. I'll come to that. What is right between in and out? So next question is, as you are breathing, what was your abdomen? Was your abdomen going out or going in? Going out or going in? When you breathe in. When you breathe in, is your abdomen going out or going in? Okay, so good, thank you. Wonderful. So we saw a lot of mixed bag of answers, right? So as we breathe in, the abdomen going in or out, and then even the chest going in or out. Okay, so the right way of breathing is what is called belly breathing or abdominal breathing. All right. So as we breathe in, what happens is that the breath goes into your lungs, right? So when the air fills in, if we breathe normally, the air fills in the lungs, and there is a diaphragm here. Let me go back. The diaphragm here that pushes the abdomen. So when you breathe really well, conscious breathing. So when you breathe in, so what happens? The lungs might come a little bit up, so it's not an issue. But what is more important as you breathe in, the abdomen goes down, right? When it goes down, it pushes the stomach and the stomach comes out. When you breathe in, the ideal way is for your stomach to come out because our abdomen is pushing. There is a pressure here and the abdomen comes out. And similarly, when you exhale, right, your lungs contract, your diaphragm contracts, your lungs becomes, what happens? There is space here, so your abdomen goes inside. All right. So when you breathe in, your abdomen should come out. When you breathe out, abdomen should go in, and that is the right way of breathing. And the chest will automatically adjust to that situation. So for me personally, it was a big revelation when I learned this. So earlier I used to think when I do this, I should probably get my chest out like all those bodybuilding guys, and then maybe my abdomen should go in with only then I'll get my 6 packs or 8 packs, right? So it is not right. And the book that I showed on conscious breathing clearly explains that. So rule number 1, always feel conscious. We will practice that as we go through this 11 days. People who said abdomen goes in when they breathe in will get corrected to breathing out. People who said the chest movements are different will also kind of get corrected. All right, the right way to do is abdominal breathing. And I think there are a couple of slides on that. Okay, so here is what, right? So we shouldn't be doing chest breathing, and the right way to breathe is belly breathing, inhaling and exhaling, right? So that is what is important, right? And then there are a lot of issues. Okay, so here is another thing, right? There is this picture. So we will be sharing the video. We're not doing YouTube live. We'll be sharing the video during the day. I think we've recorded, download it, and then I'll have someone put it up on the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. And for I hope all of you have joined the WhatsApp group. The link is there in that email confirmation you would have got. Otherwise, we will share it in a while. So this video recording is available, so you can take a look at it. And at the end of the session, 11 days, I'll also share the slides. So please continue to focus. So inhale your belly out and exhale your belly in. So this is a mechanism I just explained what we are doing, right? And I'll come to that one sec. So why is it important? So this is the process. This is the process of breathing right? As you breathe in, there's a lot of oxygen that flows into our lungs, and then blood absorbs oxygen and then releases carbon dioxide. We all know from biology class, and then it circulates to the entire body. So today, because of incorrect breathing, there is not enough oxygen and energy flowing through our body, and which results in a lot of diseases, right? So it results in imbalance of oxygen for tissues, energy deficiency. We'll talk about the link between the breath and the nervous system in a couple of days. Because the body is not getting enough oxygenated blood, the heart has to work harder. And then the most important thing, incorrect breathing also has an effect on teeth and face. I used to do a lot of mouth breathing. Again, mouth breathing is not the right way to breathe, but I keep seeing that with my daughter as well and keep advising her. So it's always breathing through the nose. Mouth breathing has an impact on the shape of the teeth, shape of the mouth, shape of the face. And then incorrect breathing posture. I've got a short slouch for people who have seen. That is because I developed that because of incorrect breathing. So lung function decreases, protein, so stress increases because of incorrect breathing. Just by correcting your breath, you will get rid of stress. You'll start feeling relaxed, right? And then once you start breathing right, you'll start feeling the pain disappears. A lot of people have shoulder pain and back pain, right? So why do you get shoulder pain and back pain with breathing? Because you're not breathing. The posture is this. You have to breathe right with your lungs. Usually what happens, we breathe with our shoulders, or our bodies like this, and then we start breathing. Then there is, because of lack of bad posture due to stress, because we're not conscious, we are thinking about something. And because of that, we use our shoulder muscles to breathe, to pull up our lungs, pull up our chest. We use our neck muscles, right? So incorrectly. So there is a lot of stress in the shoulder muscle, especially the shoulder pain increases when you have more stress. Same thing to do with back pain. Use our back muscles to breathe. So pain relief, stress reduction, we'll talk a lot more about the science behind it, physical strength, stabilizing emotions, and spiritual growth. Okay, so yeah, I think. All right, so with that, let us dive into the practice for today. So this is the broad three-phase practice that we're going to follow. Breathfulness. There is going to be a 5 minutes of relaxation, just like when we go to a physical exercise. We have this warm-up. We'll go to this 5-10 minutes of relaxation. I'll tell you what it is. And then we start observing our breath. In that observation, there are 3 stages. We start with focusing the breath. That is what we will do for the first couple of days. For people who have been meditating, advanced meditators, please bear with us and just follow with us. So we're going to focus on our nose, right? The focus at some point on the nose. So the first step for the foundation for any mindfulness practice, foundation for any meditation is concentration. So you'll have to develop the skill of concentration, right? And I don't know whether I have the slide there. Okay. And then we expand our awareness to our entire breath cycle. And then finally, we expand our awareness to our body. So this is what is Anapanasati, the 3 stages at Anapanasati. And towards the end, 5 minutes, we just express gratitude. There is a science behind it. We'll talk about that. We just bring our attention to our heart, express gratitude and thanks to everyone. All right. So with that, let's dive into our relaxation practice for today. Today we'll pretty much focus on the step 1, which is equal breathing. The first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we're going to do equal breathing. This is an instant relaxation technique. What you do is you just sit and just breathe your normal. You don't do deep breathing. So you just do your normal breathing, but in a long, just elongate the breathe in and breathe out. All right, so equal time. And then to do that, you count. Breathe in through your nose, you just count, just like when you do a physical exercise, the exercise instructor says 1, 2, 3 till 10 and back, right? So similarly, you count in your mind 1, 2, 3, and then you exhale 1, 2, 3. And for people, you can do more counts. 4 will slowly increase, 4 and 5. And then do not hold or retain your breath. That is a different exercise. So in this exercise, do not hold or retain your breath. Breathing should be easy, smooth, and long. All right. So that's what we will do. Breathing should be easy, smooth, and long. And this is based on something called coherent breathing. There is a book on coherent breathing as well. I think one of the books that I mentioned talk about it. So what is it? It talks about our ideal breath rate to be around 5 to 6 or 5.5 breaths a minute. Right. So even if you take 6 breaths a minute, that means 10 seconds for one cycle of breathing in and breathing out. That means 5 seconds of in, 5 seconds of out. That is what we're trying to get there. So we'll when you breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we need to get there. But for a lot of us beginning, let's start with a count of 3 and then we'll go in, right? And then the second step I want you to do today, we have 20 minutes, we'll do 20 minutes of, I think we can do a bit more. So 25 minutes. The second step is, once you finish the relaxation, bring your attention to your nose. All right. And then start observing the movements of breath at the entrance to your nose. That is all the steps that we do. Some of you may observe, may feel the breath going in and out. Some of you may not feel, that is okay, but always make sure your attention is at the entrance to your nose. That's important. Right? So just that, first we'll do the warm-up, relaxation, you'll feel good, right? During the relaxation process, you'll also make sure you are doing conscious breathing, making sure your abdomen is going up as you breathe in and in as you breathe out. And that we will do for today we'll do it for 8 minutes. And then we will shift into focus, where you just focus on your breath for the remaining 15 minutes. And then we'll close for 3 minutes with gratitude. All right. So any questions on this procedure right now? Please type in chat room. Let's clarify it before we. I'm sure once you do this, you'll have some questions. All right, so that's fine. So I'll play a little bit of music. Do not get distracted by the music, but then make sure we do. I think, yeah, hold on. So there is one tool I have. Okay. All right, so before we begin, I want you to also see your screens. Do not close your eyes yet. Okay, so you're able to see this tool? Yes? All right, so now as you observe the screen, before we get into our relaxation exercise, just observe. I'll start the timer. Just when the needle goes through inhale, just do your normal inhale, and then you do your normal exhale, normal inhale, normal exhale. We'll do that for 3 minutes. And do not worry if you're not able to meet up to this, because it is day one, it might be difficult, but nevertheless, be conscious of changing your breath. But as you do that, just observe your abdomen, what's happening. All right. Just observe and then just follow what is coming up on the screen, and I'll try to tell. All right, my friends, let's start. Just do long inhale, long exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please continue. Slowly get into the rhythm. I mean, don't worry about if you want to close your eyes, you can. Do not hold your breath. Just allow it to flow. One more minute. Just observe. At the beep, switch from inhale to exhale or exhale to inhale. Wonderful. Relax. So that's what we're going to do. We did 3 minutes. We'll start off with 5 minutes with closed eyes and our posture, and I will guide you. And then we will get to the tip of our nose. feeling the nose tip. There's nothing like feeling the nose tip. When I say nose tip, it's the entrance to your nose, right? So bring your attention to the entrance to your nose, and then slowly, so over time, you'll start initially, even if you don't feel the sensations, you will start feeling the air going in and coming out. Right? So that is all. Whatever be, just concentrate on that. And again, in all that we do, there is nothing to be stressed, nothing hard. You don't breathe hard, you don't hold, you don't breathe out hard, right? And you don't concentrate hard. You don't keep your muscles hard and stiff. So always a very relaxed posture, very calm posture is what is important. So thoughts will come. This step-by-step process is to avoid the thoughts, is to kind of get rid of the thoughts. Just follow the steps as we go through this 11 days. Definitely you will feel calming down. In fact, this equal breathing exercise that we just mentioned itself calms you down, right? And then in fact, it's an instant, we call it as in pranayama and yoga, they call it as the instant relaxation technique. At any time you are out there just entering, getting into a meeting, getting into a bad conversation, you're in a confused state, you want to do something, right? And then you are tensed up. So you with your open eyes or closed eyes, just silently do your breathing, equal breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that itself relaxes your body and your mind. All right. So, all right, friends, so let's get into 20 minutes of meditation. So that will take us into 7:10. This is good. And then we'll just have some Q&A if you have questions, right? So thanks for listening. Any questions on this thing so far, we'll take it up after the meditation session. From tomorrow onwards, we will do just a 10-minute or a 5 to 10 minute of a talk, but then dive into meditation and then talk more about the science behind it. So the talk before meditation session will be more about the instructions on what to do during meditation and anything to do with to your feelings during meditation. But after meditation will be more about the science, more to motivate you to continue doing, right? The science and art of meditation. So, all right, so let's begin. Let's get into the posture. I will play some music. All right, my dear friends. Let's get into the posture. Close your eyes, clasp your hands, cross your feet, sit in an erect posture, easy and erect posture. Feel your body. Slowly bring your awareness to your abdomen, the stomach, and let's begin equal breathing for 5 minutes. This is the practice we just did. So breathe in long, breathe out long. Do not hold your breath. As you breathe in, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you do that, Be aware of your abdomen going out as you breathe in and going in as you breathe out. For those of you who haven't removed your spectacles, please do so. It's an absolute relaxed posture. Music is only supplementary, so do not bother too much about the volume, but let me know later. Continue your equal breathing. Feel your abdomen. Be conscious of your counting and consciously breathe in long, breathe in short. Breathe out long. No holding your breath. Continue with the warm-up, equal breathing. As you breathe in, continue to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. So you're being aware of the breath. You are being aware of your body. You're being conscious of your breathing at your abdomen, and you're being aware of the counting. Breath, trying to align the breath, body, and mind. Now, slowly relax from your equal breathing. Get back to your normal, natural breathing. Bring your awareness and attention to the entrance of your nose Start observing that place as the air goes in and out. You are like the gatekeeper, just like a gatekeeper at a gate watches vehicles and people going in and out. You are watching the breath go in and out of your nose. Do not expect any sensations, anything else. Your full focus of attention should be at the entrance to your nose. Nowhere else. This is the function of focus. You're developing the skill of concentration. Drop your counting. Drop your slow breathing. Return to your natural breath, but only focus should be at the entrance to your nose. Easy, calm, smooth, natural breathing. Thoughts may arise. As you feel or recognize the thought, gently bring your attention back to the entrance to your nose. There is an anchor point your mind can return to. Just observe your normal, natural breath as it goes in and out of your nose. Wonderful. Do not strain yourself. Keep your body relaxed. Watch your breath at the entrance to your nostrils. No thinking, no analysis. Feel the calmness. Feel the relaxation. Thoughts may come, no problem. They will get handled as we go along. The moment you recognize the thoughts, say thank you and return your attention to the entrance of your nose. Ten more minutes of focused observation of your breathing. Continue to be the watchman or watchwoman of your breath at the entrance to your nose, my dear friends. There is a lot we're going to learn from the breath. Continue to observe your breath at the entrance to your nose. Any thoughts or distractions, return your attention. Recognize it. Return your attention back to your nose. Please be conscious of your posture. Please keep your neck straight. Keep your shoulders straight. Please keep your head straight. Just 5 more minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath at your nose, nothing else. Just observe the way you breathe normally, gently. The moment you are in a position of observing something, when you've expanded your awareness to observing something, you are not the breath, you're observing the breath. Gentle, normal, natural breathing with all your awareness and attention at the entrance to your nose. Wonderful. Keep your body relaxed. Keep your shoulders straight. Keep your head straight. Continue to feel and observe your beautiful breath. Do not worry if you're not able to feel or observe as much. Last 1 minute. Keep your attention only at the entrance to your nose. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now slowly bring your attention to your chest, your heart region. Bring a feeling of gratitude and express thank you in your mind to yourself and all the people who helped you join this program. Feel grateful for the environment and this wonderful life. Feel grateful for your breath. Now, slowly bring your awareness to your legs, your knees, your body, your shoulders, your head, to the room you are in. Slowly bring your awareness to your hands, your fingers. Unclasp your fingers and place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds. And you can open when you're ready. Wonderful. I'll come to the questions in a minute. I hope the instructions, audio instructions was clear, right? And the volume of music was also okay? Yes, because I need feedback only on those two, whether the music audio was okay. It shouldn't be too loud. And if it is low, that's okay. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, my dear friends. So today's was the first lesson in this course. It's all about breath. And today's homework is over the course of the next 24 hours before we meet up tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening for people in the US. I want you to do this equal breathing relaxation exercise at least for 3 times 10 minutes each. The equal breathing exercise, you can do it any time of your day or night. And I want you to feel that relaxation. So 10 minutes of equal breathing exercise 3 times during the rest of the day. So you can set a timer on your phone for it to beep I will also share that video link on the WhatsApp group. So let me just post the, I hope all of you are on the, so I just posted the WhatsApp link. Please join that, and I will post the timer beep. I think there is one YouTube. We took that and modified it a bit. So you can just look at the timer. So 10 minutes of equal breathing by looking at the timer or looking at your watch, whatever it is, or closing your eyes. But the important thing is try to see what is the count that you could get to. Are you able to do the length? It's going to be 3 counts or 4 counts or 5 counts. Do not overstretch, do not overanalyze, right? So, yeah, so if you want to open the WhatsApp group, will be there. Okay, my dear friends, so that's about today's class. We learned about the importance of posture, importance of right breathing, and we did some conscious breathing exercise, the equal breathing, and we started with the focus step of our breath meditation. We'll cover more as we get into more. So as he said, please remember the 5 essential agreements: logging in at the right time, your commitment with full focus and less distractions, at least for the first 75 minutes, switching on your video for the first 1 hour, right? And then please do all the exercises that we've been telling you. All right. And then I think one more was there. I forgot. What was the one more? Yes, use the chat facility only when essential. All right. So with that, for those of you who don't have questions, who don't want to listen to questions, can step out. But for those who have questions, you can type your questions on the chat window or raise the hand. I will, let me see, first unmute. Okay, so we will start with, I think, Prem Kumar sir. I think he had a problem with the audio. I hope that's solved. Okay, so we'll start with Ashok Mittal ji. Namaskar, Ashok Mittal ji.
Excuse me. Is
Yes,
music mandatory? What you are giving the background music? I find it a little disturbing.
Yeah, so we'll reduce the volume, sir. There is a reason. The reason for the music is also to kind of relax.
Okay.
So we usually do very soothing music only.
Okay.
Okay, so you can maybe turn down the, I don't know how we can turn down the volume of the music alone.
Okay.
But I think you'll get used to it.
So music it's a mandatory for this attending this.
Yes, usually we play music because we talk about music meditation. So music is also because it avoids you to hear other stuff. Yes, music we play for every day.
So probably one request from my side, you can slow down the volume of the music to about 50%, if you don't mind.
Sure. Okay. So that we can do. We'll try that.
Yes. So tomorrow same time, 6 a.m. in the morning?
Yes, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. Sir. Today I was a little late. I couldn't join on time the first day. From tomorrow I'll be on time. Thank you.
Yeah. Please be on time, and also you have to switch on your video.
Yeah.
So that's
Can you just send this thing, video link of the same for repractice?
Yes, we will do, sir. Please join the WhatsApp group, and then we'll post the link there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Ashok, sir. You're not able to, can you unmute yourself?
Sir, our gratitude to you, sir. And
sir.
very happy to again find you as our guide and our mentor. So I have one question, that this belly breathing first step, this pattern, and it would come to auto mode. It will take some time with practice. Now in the second step, when we focus on our nose, or entrance of the nose, then we forget about our belly. So that pattern, sometimes I felt that it breaks. So I think that is normal. It will come with the practice, or I have to be conscious of both nose as well as my belly?
No, no, good question, sir. I think, yeah, the first equal breathing, just it's 5 minutes to kind of improve your, get into your right breathing. When during the focus step, just focus only here. Don't worry about anything, right? So over time, it will all be aligned.
And
Okay.
another thing is that then when we are inhaling from the nose, we have to exhale also from the nose or from the mouth.
Yes, yes. No, equal breathing and all breathing that we are doing is only through the nose. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So before I take a couple of questions, I think there have been some questions earlier. Mr. Pawan Sharma. So while I close my eyes and focus on Agya Chakra, my focus automatically shifts the right side eye and I feel my left eye is not working. So, sir, I think for this breath by breath session, please follow the instructions that we are telling in terms of just breath. There's no focusing on Agnya Chakra and all other meditations are outside of this. You can continue to practice there. But for this breath by breath, the breath is the focus of the meditation. And one Mr. Nayak said, not able to follow fully for long as mind and body is disturbing. 1 minute exercise, I found very good feeling. Yes, can it be done lying on the bed? Absolutely, yes. So it's a question of just breathing. You can do it in any posture, just equal breathing. And inhale 4 times and inhale for a length of 4 times and exhale for a length of 4 times. Can be done in office, sitting in chair? Yes, absolutely. Just sit in chair. You can keep watching, keeping reading a book, whatever it is, and then continue to do that equal breathing. It's an instant relaxation exercise. All right, so let me shift to one more question here. So, yes, Sayantan sir, can you unmute and ask a question?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Sorry, I can't turn on the video because my connection gets lost every time I turn on the video. It's first of all, I will start with immense gratitude to you, and I've been following Pyramid Ballet International for a pretty couple of years back. And breath by breath, I want to also attend the breath by breath session at the retreat
Right.
session at the Pyramid Ballet International. So yeah, so my question today is, since I've been following the Anapanasati meditation practice, which is being taught by the Pyramid Ballet International, we give a lot of emphasis on crossing our legs. But since we are dealing with energy, I've attended a little bit of meditation modalities, different modalities also, and they always suggest to make the free flow of energy, you always have to open your legs. So why do we teach here to cross the ankle?
Yeah,
Doesn't it
so
stop the flow of energy?
not quite so good. Nice talking to you again, Sayantan sir. I remember you joined us in an earlier session a couple of years ago. So good, I think good question. See, Patriji's answer to that, the reason why we are folding our legs and folding our hands is, as we continue to focus on our breath, we feel a lot more, you bring your awareness to your body and you start feeling a lot more energies, a lot more sensations into your body. And the idea is that opens up the energy circuit in your body. And then when you're forming a closed circuit, it amplifies it. Right, so that is the whole idea. It's not, first thing is, once you clear the blocks, clear the conduits of energy channels in your body, then you start absorbing cosmic energy. So that is more that question. If you can experiment, I mean, again, it's up to individuals. If you've been practicing meditation for a long time, you have solved all other issues of concentration, focus, and awareness, and you want to try things out a bit differently, and that works for you, that is fine for you. So it all depends on what is helpful for you. But the reason is the closed circuit amplifies the movement of energy. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
So there's
Sir,
one more question.
Also, one
Sorry.
more question. Follow up to that. Is there any scientific analysis for that closed circuit amplifies energy, which is said? Something which we can read and find out more about?
Yeah, possibly, Science. I'm sorry, you may have to search. I don't have it offhand. But again, don't worry too much about the scientific analogy. So whatever, if it is working for you, if you feel that is working, then that is science for you, right? So don't bother about your intellect telling you it's correct or not. I know there are some cases where you need some evidence for your intellect to get convinced. So try it out. If you're able to find something, please do share with us. So next time when someone asks me that question, I can share that.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So there's a couple of other questions. Sometimes I feel stiffness on my right shoulder. So all the stiffness and everything, because you are aware of it, very good. You can always come back. Is there any physical one-day session during weekend? So yes, at Pyramid Valley, there is a whole structured program that we follow. There are times for guided meditation. There are times for yoga nidra. There are times for silent meditation, music meditation in the pyramid. So please do visit anytime. Focus on nose is little difficulty. Yes, yes, ma'am. So Kavita, focus on nose is difficult. Yes, any exercise at the beginning is difficult. Only through practice we'll be able to get over it. So we will get to the focus on nose very shortly. Just follow what we're telling you. Is it correct observing equal breathing maximum time in the day? Yes, you can. See, observing equal breathing is one, but then practicing being conscious of equal breathing is another, right? So observing is because when you're observing your equal breathing, you can't do anything else. So being conscious of your breathing and then consciously doing your breathing anytime is fine. So throughout the day, the best thing is throughout the day, every time you feel thinking, unnecessary thinking, bring your awareness to your breath. Right, at work, during eating, we'll talk about some mindful eating exercises as well. So every time you feel you're thinking unnecessarily, you can always bring your attention to your breath. Being conscious of your breathing and thinking cannot go hand in hand. You can try it out. When you are conscious of your breathing, your mind stops. And when your mind stops, sometimes you lose awareness of it. But the point is being in the present moment. So we will get there. I kept falling asleep in between while focusing on the nose. That's okay. That's normal for, yeah. So one other suggestion is please do go to bed early. For those of you in India who are having to get up early so that you can spend the maximum time, this 11 days on this exercise, on this course. All right. So let's go to another hand raised. Sir, it says Realme Pad. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, sir. Please.
How do we address you, sir, first?
You can address me as Sai, no problem, sir.
No, do we have to call us master or is there something else? How do we do that first? Master.
So you can call me by name, Sai, and then you can call master, whatever, because in pyramid, this thing, yeah, meditation teachers and everyone is a sir and a madam. So even it doesn't matter. So you can just call me anything, sir. No problem.
Yeah. My question is only this. I joined this WhatsApp group a couple of minutes back only. If you have already posted anything, can you repost it?
Yes, no, we haven't posted anything. I just posted the program joining detail. That is all. We'll start posting again.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So is conscious breathing means equal breathing? No. Conscious breathing is just being aware of your breathing. Like being aware of your breathing at your abdomen, being aware of your breathing at your chest or where your nose. So just being conscious of your breathing, being aware of your breathing. Whereas equal breathing is right now, we are trying to bring our breath to the counts that we want, right? So we are saying, I'm breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But as you continue the practice of breathfulness meditation, it will automatically happen. Even when you sit in meditation, in depths of meditation, you will see your breath slowing down automatically. And ideally, throughout the day, once you start breathing at the slow rate, magic happens in your body, in your mind, and the environment, right? So that is what I think yogic rishis talk about. Your life is measured with the number of your breaths, number of breaths you take. So the slower your breath, the lesser number of breaths, and then obviously longer your years. What happens when you're stressful? When we are stressful, when you are stressed out, we do long breathing, too many breaths a minute. And stress, what does stress cause? Stress causes disease. What does disease cause? It reduces our lifetime. So Yogi Rishis were right. So slow down your breathing means calm, be relaxed, be in the present moment, right? Do not take stress. So now modern science is showing that up, right? So that's about it. So conscious breathing is not equal breathing. Equal breathing can be done consciously as well as it can come down automatically through our meditation. Vipassana is this breathing exercise same. There are a lot of similarities between all breath-based exercises. Right? Vipassana is one, Anapanasati is one. There's a combination of both. So we've taken the best practices from everywhere, and but the bottom line is basically focusing on the breath. All right. So wonderful. So I think with that, any last questions? So I'm just pasting the WhatsApp chat link again. If any of you have any questions, you can always go back to the email that you would have received when you had registered. That email has the link, that the email where you found the meeting details, that email has the link for the WhatsApp group as well. All right, so one last question. I think we have a hand raised from a screen that says Surbi.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, ma'am.
Sir, thank you very much for the beautiful meditation today. And I joined in like when you were doing the inhale and exhale instructions little bit later. Is it possible to have the recording of the session so that I can get the exact instructions from the beginning you shared it?
Yes, ma'am. So I said we'll share the link to the video on the WhatsApp group. Or yeah, so anyone can also go to the Pyramid Valley website once we publish it. The Pyramid Valley website, you go search for Breath by Breath, you'll be able to find the video for today. Yes, we will share the link in the WhatsApp.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. A couple of other questions on the chat window. My inhalation is full, easy, but the exhalation is not full. Don't worry about it. You will get to the normal. The good point is you are now conscious that your inhalation is different, exhalation is different. During normal breathing, your inhalation, exhalation are never the same. So it is always different. So we will come to that. And there's another question. I find breathing from nostrils alternately gives a lot of calmness and relaxation. Yes, sir. That's another. I think you probably are talking about the alternate nostril breathing. Yeah, so that's another exercise in pranayama. Yes, it gives a lot of calmness. Most of pranayama exercises bring that calmness to our mind and body. Yes. All right, so my dear friends, I think it was wonderful to have you on day one. And again, let's meet up tomorrow for day two. And as always, please feel free to make sure you follow the essential agreements, joining on time, opening your video, and following the instructions. And again, let me repeat the homework for today. 10 minutes of equal breathing for 3 times during the rest of the day. Please do that and then note down your observation. Did you feel good? Did you feel better during the day because of that? Whatever it is, something you can share your observations tomorrow. So with that, my dear friends, thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, India time, Saturday morning. And for others, maybe. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.